This call is now being recorded. Hey there, Longhorns. Mr. Solis here with another new lesson for a new song that you should have printed out. This song is going to be called Seasons of Love. This is going to be the final piece that we work on this school year for our ADL students so that you can go ahead and finish out the school year. We are coming up on a couple of big milestones in terms of the end of the school year, so be looking forward to that. But this is going to be our final piece that we're going to work on. So this lesson is going to be from measures number 5 through measures number 20. This lesson is for all voice parts, soprano, alto, tenors, and basses. If you were a soprano for Bonse Aba and Let Beauty Wake, you'll be a soprano for this as well. If you were a alto for those songs as well, you'll stay alto. And if you were a tenor or a bass, you'll stay on that same voice part. If you feel like you need a change, send me an email and we can get you situated in the right spot. Let's go ahead and get started. This lesson is for everyone because it's the same measures 5 through measure 20. After that, we'll go ahead and split off. If you have not numbered your measures, which means you have not put the numbers here, you can go ahead and do that. You can check your answers on the video linked above in the post, just to make sure that you number them correctly. These first couple I highlighted. You don't have to highlight them. That's just so that they didn't get lost in the music here because it's kind of busy there. But throughout the rest of the song, I went ahead and just wrote the numbers. So when I call out a measure number, you can find out where we are and where we are starting from. So here we go. Measure 5, called Seasons of Love. It's from a Broadway musical called Rent. So we're going to start here. We're going to speak it first. I have my piano here. We're going to speak through it first. So here we go. Starting at the beginning. Speak with me, please. Let's get started. Here I go. 525,600 minutes. Can you say that with me one more time? I'll go a little slower for you. Here I go. 525,600 minutes. Great. Next one, measure 7. 525,000 moments. So dear. So I'm going from this line here all the way to this line. Try it. Measure 7. Go. 525,000 moments. So dear. Next one, measure 9, is like the first one. It goes like this. 525,600 minutes. Very nice. Turn the page, measure 11. How do you measure a year? Can you put those two together, please? Ready? And how do you measure, rest, measure a year? Don't forget that rest in the middle there. It's super important. One more thing, as you have your pencil, I hope you have it ready. We're going to circle a couple of things here for you to have. After measure 6, we're going to circle those rest there. You can just circle, if you're a soprano or alto, you're sharing the top line. If you're a tenor or a bass, you're sharing the bottom line so that you know. Let's circle those rests. And then at the bottom of the page, also measure 10, there's a rest there. And there is a rest up there at the beginning of the next page. Just so that when I say rest, you know what I'm talking about. Let's go measure 5 through, I think that's 12. Yes, 5 through 12. Speaking only. We'll get to singing here in a second. Here we go. Ready? And 525,600 minutes. Rest. Rest. 525,000 moments. So dear. And 525,600 minutes. Rest. Rest. How do you measure a year? Let's do that one more time from the beginning, and then you can watch it as many times as you need to feel comfortable with that. We did the rest there. We did the rest on the end of the page in that one. You can also circle this one if you would like. That one's also there. There's silence there. Measure 5 one last time, then move on. Measure 5. Ready? And 525,600 minutes. Rest. Rest. 525,000 moments so dear, and 525,600 minutes. Rest, rest. How do you measure rest? Measure a year. Fantastic. The next section goes like this. Pause. Using my brain here. 16 million. Okay, I'm going to teach you how to sing that first section, and then we'll go on to the next section. So let's start at measure number 5. Everybody's on the same part here, so we're going to go ahead and get started. If you're a soprano, you're up here. Or sorry, sopranos and altos together. If you're a tenor or a bass, you're up here. Okay, so like that. Repeat after me. Measure 5. 525,600 minutes. Say that one more time. Measure 5. 525,600 minutes. The next one, I'm going to go pre-scroll here so that I can see it. Ready? Measure 7 and 525,000 moments so dear. Try that one again. Ready? Measure 7. The second one. 525,000 moments so dear. Let's put those together from measure 5 all the way to measure 8. 4 measures. 500. Ready? And 525,600 minutes. Rest, rest. 525,000 moments so dear. Measure 9. Let's keep going. Ready? And 525,600 minutes. Great. Next page. How do you measure a year? You see that one again, measure 11. How do you measure? Ready? And how do you measure a year? From the beginning, measure 5 to there. Let's get that practice going. 500. 1 and 2 and 525,600 minutes. Rest. 525,000 moments so dear. Minutes. Rest. And how do you measure a year? I had to do some hand maneuvering there for the parts, but you kind of get the gist of that. You'll have a practice track with just your part. I'll be singing the tenor bass parts. Mrs. Harlow from McNair will be singing the soprano alto parts, and it'll be a little bit easier to hear exactly where that lives for you. But that's the gist of through measure 12. Let's start at 13. We have 13 to 20 to learn. Speak first. That's right. In daylights, in sunsets, in midnights, in cups of coffee. Sing that or speak that. Ready? 13. In daylights, in sunsets, in midnights, in cups of coffee. The next one goes like this. In inches, in miles, in laughter, in strife, in. Do that one more time from inches. Ready? And in inches, in miles, in laughter, in strife, in. Okay, we put that one together from the top in daylight. So we're ready? And in daylight, in sunsets, in midnights, in cups of coffee, in inches, in miles, in laughter, in strife, in. Okay, next one. 17, you already know. We're ready? And 525,600 minutes. How do you measure a year in the life? That'll be easier once you get it. Let's start again at measure number 13. Speak that with me one more time in daylights. Ready? And in daylights, in sunsets, in midnights, in cups of coffee, in inches, in miles, in laughter, in strife, in 525,600 minutes. How do you measure a year in the life? And that's where we're stopping right there. We're going to leave out the how abouts for now. Let's learn to sing that in daylight. In daylights, in sunsets, in midnights, in cups of coffee. I'm going to scroll down a little bit so I can see that at the same time. Here we go. I'm going to have to squeeze one of them in. Here we go. In daylights, ready? And in daylights, in sunsets, in midnights, in cups of coffee. Good. In inches, in miles, in laughter and strife. This was a little tricky. So in inches is the same. In miles is different. I'm gonna do it very slowly. Go ahead and go slow with me. In miles, in laughter, in strife. Try it again. Ready? And in miles, in laughter, in strife. Together from 15 inches, in miles, in laughter, in strife. There's an in at the end of that one. Measure 17. 525,600 minutes. How do you measure a year in the life? Two things here. The how is on the upbeat. 600 minutes. How? Like that. Say it with me. 600 minutes. How? And then the next we need to know is year in the life. Right there. So that's 13 to 20. Let's sing measure 5 to measure number 20, and then we will be done with this lesson. Let's start at measure 5, please. I'll do my best to scroll here, but really I'm going to focus on playing here because you can flip through your music. Here we go. 1 and 2 and 525 minutes. Rest and 525 here and go. 525 minutes. How do you measure a year? In daylights, in sunsets, in midnights, in cups of coffee, in inches, in miles, in laughter, in strife, in 525,600 minutes. How do you measure a year alive? And that is measure number 5 through measure number 20. I will be posting a track that includes a little bit more of that very soon so that you can go ahead and practice it and get the tune ready. Please stay on top of these recordings or assignments, not really recordings yet. There will be a check-in. It's on the overview. I lost my paper. So that you can keep up and make sure that you are turning these on time. We're going to use these for a special project at the end of the year, so I'm going to make sure that you know the song, not the last week it's due, and you learn it in time. If you have any questions, as always, send me an email, send a comment. Be happy to hear from you. Yeah, enjoy. I hope you enjoyed the lesson. Have a great rest of your day. I'll talk to you later.